So welcome to the first Ocean Project webinar, where we will provide an overview of our Ocean project and its services. So my name is Yuri Glickman. I'm project coordinator for Ocean Project. I'm a researcher from Fraunhofer Fokus in Berlin. And this Ocean stands for Open Cloud for Europe, Japan, and beyond. It's a support action supported by the European Commission. And we are putting our efforts on supporting open source cloud offerings and supporting European open source cloud projects and their collaboration with Japanese entities. So as a project, we are a service provider project, so we are providing services to our project, and our project team is a small project, so we have 4 partners. So the project is coordinated, as I said, by Fraunhofer Fokus, and now our partner is OW2, which is hosting this webinar, the global open source infrastructure software community. The third partner is engineering. It's a big integrator, which is very active, present in Europe, Latin America, and the Middle East. And our Japanese partner is independent administrative agency, promoting IT strategies for improving the quality of software development in Japan. And ITA stands for Information Technology Promotion. Okay, so this is our project. And as I mentioned below, we have basically 4 main services. So our first service is called Open Cloud Directory, which you can see by following this link, ocdirectory.org. It's an online registry of open license outcomes of cloud R&D projects. So we are collecting information about such projects. It's open portal where every project representative can register and submit information about projects and its key output. And so our people, our colleagues from our project could get an overview of what is already happening, what kind of results are available, which results can be reused. And so in general, we are trying to support reuse of open source components and open license components, because we are collecting information in this portal not just about software, but also about usable documentation, so technical documentation, or maybe some white papers and so on. So basically, it's a metadata online database where everyone can find information about cloud project and submit sessions. So maybe it makes sense to have a short look on it. So this is our directory, how we see it. And in the project, you can see already registered projects and or initiatives. So at the moment, we have 42 initiatives and projects, which are, the portal is still under construction. And when you select one of them, for example, this European project called Big Data Analytics of Digital Footprints, when you can get some very basic information about projects, what it does, what name, what website, when it started, how long it will go, who is the contact. And here you have a special tab with so-called cloud assets, some with 3 results which we identified, and where you can get more detailed information about with results, for example, if it's software in which language it's written, to which service model it belongs, what is the state. And here you can maybe open this document or go to source code. So, for example, you can preview documents and open the PDF file. So now it's loading, I guess. Yeah. So it's a white paper in this case. Yeah. So we are such type of catalog. And when you are submitting your project, you have very simple dialogue where you need to specify information about your assets, what is the result you are submitting, to which project it belongs, if it should be visible to what, or it's a kind of first only for internal group of people, and so on. And after that, you fill this form, you will need to provide some additional data and more additional. And based on this information, we are able to classify our projects and put them as part of our cloud interoperability framework, where you can see which projects cover which functional aspects. So here we have quite complex framework, which is still in development. As you can see, many fields are still empty because this feature we deployed just a few days ago. And for some projects, this information is still missing, so we need to submit quite information. And after that, we will have an overview about by which components, which parts of the interoperability framework are covered, how they map to reference. So this is the work of our first service. So in this portal, every project can disseminate information about its results, and also researchers. So maybe people who want to build own cloud stack can get information about what is happening. Okay. So coming back to our service. Okay, so here are some screenshots, but I have shown you the live version, but here it's basically information about the project, the name, acronym, description, web page, coordinator, and so on, very basic. And additionally, we are collecting information about the results. We call them cloud assets. That could be results of type software and or of type of document. So this is what we are collecting. Our second service is provided by our partner engineering, and it's called Ethics. It's a platform for build, test, and quality verification. So it's an online platform which can be accessed also by following this link. And this platform enables you to do some continuous integration of the software and do some quality checking of your code and quality of your components. So now our colleagues from engineering are working to implement the quality verification model on the basis of this platform, and very soon we will be ready to provide certain tests for projects regarding their quality. And we have run already 5 tests regarding quality of code for several projects. And, so now we are trying to identify, let's say, aggregated metrics which would be simpler to analyze for projects. And so very soon this service will be available online. It's free service for projects. And the result of this evaluation will be published also as part of information about projects and the results in our open cloud data. Okay. And our third service, which is now a part of also our cloud directory, is so-called Open Cloud Interoperability Framework and Roadmap. So what we are doing, we are mapping the open cloud project outcomes to key standards and basically to Ocean Cloud Computing Reference Architecture, which overview you can see in the picture below. So this should help to understand what is currently a landscape for open source, open license cloud computing in Europe, and not just in Europe. And we are using it also to understand what are the gaps and where additional research should be done. And the results of this analysis regarding gaps will be published as a roadmap document. Yeah. And every project, as I already previously mentioned, can register their assets in the directory, and as a result will be generated analysis about which parts of the reference architecture are already covered by certain projects and which are not. So basically, we are providing a placement for every cloud asset in the over reference architecture, and all these projects together and their results after this classification are becoming a part of our cloud interoperability framework, which represents the landscape of open cloud computing. Okay, so we are also working to provide additional visualization. So this one is very draft. Yeah, so we are still working to improve usability and see the table size is maybe too big. And we are also going to provide maybe a better visualized representation of this information, maybe simpler navigation. So this is what we are going to do. So, and here, as I said, many fields are still empty because this is really new feature and new set of information in our directory. So we need to contact projects and ask them to submit information, and I'll partially do it also on our own. So this is what we are working. Okay, and when we look on our interoperability framework, basically what we are doing, we are mapping all these results together and trying to understand which parts of architecture are covered by which project, by which result. And at my end, we will, by the way, this is what you see now on the slide. It's one of the graphical representations which we are thinking also about something like that. You see such visualized picture, what is available and what is still missing, and by which component is covered. And maybe sometimes we will see several components addressing the same type of functionality. So someone who is interested maybe to use the component covering and providing certain functionality could have a look closer which project provides certain features in their software and so on. So this is the idea, to get the understanding of the landscape. Okay, and finally, we are organizing events. So we have organized a big Open Cloud Blackfest together with Cloud Blackfest org in September of the previous year. And now we are focusing more on organizing a collaboration and cloud interoperability collaboration events where projects could discuss with each other how they can potentially improve interoperability between each other. So we are, from one point of view, with partners, we are supporting the interoperability test, but also we are supporting interoperability discussions within projects. And in this year, we especially are interested to focus on organizing some interoperability discussions with maybe some hands-on integration between projects. So to organize forum sessions when they can come and discuss, maybe work together to try to plug together the software. Okay, so this is our program. So on 15th and 16th of May, we are planning a big event in Brussels. On 16th of May, we are going to have a workshop together with Cloud T project and Fokus project, addressing the issue of collaboration with Japanese cloud researchers and industry to discuss what is currently happening in Europe, what is currently happening in Japan, and how Japanese and European entities are going to collaborate together in future, and what are the first experience of such collaboration. And on the previous day, on 15th, we will have our collaboration day with European projects, European Cloud Projects, where we will, on basis of these services, we will collaborate. So we will help them to register in the directory. We will help them to use the ethics service to verify the quality of their solutions. And we will organize also hands-on sessions to flag software, to work together on the software, to check and maybe to improve the interoperability between the results of the project. So this is our plan for near future. And additionally, next week we are present at Cloudscape in Brussels conference, where we will have dedicated session on ocean services, and also we will have a session organized by OW2 at the Cloud Expo Europe in London, which will be also next week. Okay, so thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you, Yuri. You presented the next meeting opportunities. I just would like to add that cloud project managers and developers are welcome to join our LinkedIn group, which is Ocean-Project. Regarding the hashtag on Twitter, users, they should use Ocean Open Cloud. I've just checked. It's not the same Ocean-Project, but Ocean Open Cloud in one word, to be able to look at all the tweets we are providing. Thank you very much, Yuri, and see you later for more in-depth webinars about ocean services.
Okay. Thank you.